Hi friends, welcome to Stay Stitching. My name is Carla and I am glad you are here. Well, this is week 3 update and it's not looking too good what I'm showing you right now. None of this has changed. The only thing that has changed is this box right here. Those keep getting filled up and taken to the Goodwill. So there's a box, that box there is full, and then I have plenty of other boxes. So haven't started on all of this yet, but I hope to get some done today. Oh, excuse my voice, it's bad. I think that endoscopy they did when I was sick hurt my, I told Troy they broke my throat. So I think this is nothing new. The only thing that you haven't seen here is that I've added the gray box things, and those are empty. There's nothing in there. And all those little drawers, those are empty. I don't even know if they're going to stay there. But this stack of boxes was much higher than that. It went there were at least 6 more boxes there. No, more like 10 probably. And then haven't done anything with that shelf yet. There's a corner. The round table is going to pull towards me, probably go right about there. And here is today's news. Ta-da! It's full. This is my fabric stash, except for what's in Mayfield fabric, which is probably this much, and it's upstairs in Mayfield fabric. So let me just show you. These are all wovens. And again, as much as I would have liked to break them down according to substrates, that is not the case. They are also in here kind of willy-nilly in terms of what's new. This fabric right here is a vintage bark cloth, which you can see how mid-century modern that is. And this fabric right here, I bought at Joann's sometime in the last calendar year, so it's new. So they're all just in here. They're all in here together, all snuggled. They're all snuggling together. And then there's a big pile of flannel on the floor for rag quilt making that I'm trying to step over. So that's the first row. Now we'll go back this way. This one here, this is fabric that I won't wear. It's too bright for me, but that I love and that I thought I would make shirts for Troy and the boys out of. I wasn't willing to put that in the Goodwill box like I did box after box after box of fabric. So we're still in wovens. These are all just wovens. This, I don't know if this really should be right there. That it is a woven, but I can't decide if it's wool. I think it's cotton, but it's super thick. And I can't decide if it's flannel, because I do have a little section for flannel. But anyway, it lives right there. I'll have to make a coat out or something out of that. This minky is not mine. That's my sister's. I need to hem it for my little niece. And then underneath this is beautiful rose gold fur from Minerva Crafts that I first saw on Ditzy Tulip, handmade by Ditzy Tulip. Mel made a coat-again type thing, and I've been casting about for patterns since I bought that. And I've decided to go find Mel's video and just buy the pattern she used because I know that it works perfectly for that fabric, and I loved the garment she made. And she lives in Ireland anyway, so it's not like we're going to run into each other on the street. Mel, if you ever come to Colorado, bring your coat and we can be twins. More woven. Now, here, that crosshatch, this is wool. That first cubby hole's wool. That's wool. The bottom one is mohair. She's chubby. And then some more wools. That bottom one is a sweater knit. Please excuse my coughing and hacking. I apologize. Now we're into flannels. That's flannel. And this, just 2 cubbies of flannel is all. And then we begin knits. I have 10 cubbies of knits, which is weird, you guys, because I swear I thought I didn't have any knits. I kind of went on a knit buying bender because I'm doing a bad job here. I just nearly sat inside a tote. That would have been fun. Lots of crashing and shrieking. So knits. I'm going to crawl along the floor here. So I have some knits apparently. When you live like a hoarder, let me sit down and start you over there. Disregard that pile on the floor. That is a part of my last summer's module, capsule module, and I've kind of kept that together because I'd like to finish that module. But knits and knits. You guys probably have some of these knits. But what I was saying, I don't know if I finished my thought. When you live like a hoarder and you're kind of in a confused state of mind, you have no idea what you have. None. So anyway, this helps me being able to see this and having to refold all of this so that it fit nicely in there, because see these two, that's how I used to have it folded. That's on comic book boards, but it fits much, much better. You can fit about 3 times as much fabric in if you fold it to fit the space. So anyway, that's my only update for now. What I have to do next, I guess I can, let me see if I can turn this around. Let's see. Oh, wait. Okay. I just turned the phone around. You guys, I'm a technological genius. You know this. What I have to work on now is starting to put things away, all of the minutia. And that has been a real, like, slam on the brakes situation for me, because it's not going to be fun to go through the mess that I've made over there on my desk. And I have to handle each item that I own and decide whether to keep it or throw it away, or, I mean, give it away. There's really no trash in here. And then where to put it. And that is very overwhelming to me. So I think I'm going to have to do some fly lady tricks, like set a timer and literally just work at it for 15 minutes at a time, because there's like hours of work here to do. I think I might start with my stamps first, because those should be fairly easy to go through, because I have changed, my style has changed. What I owned 10 years ago is not what I would go for if I were to make a card today. And I got to change hands. I never ever vlog with the camera, so there's no sense in keeping those. Let someone else play with those, or, you know, whatever. So that's what we're up to. We got all of our appliances in for the kitchen, and 3 of them are in the garage. The refrigerator is installed, and we have our old refrigerator in our dining room. It's plugged in. It's just in there. You can get ice from it, but not water. It's not plugged up to water anymore. We got to move that to the garage. And then yesterday, we went and bought our countertops, and I went with a quartz top that it looks like marble. And so that should be in no later than the end of February. All the appliances installed and those new counters in. That kitchen, the guy measured. Now, this was at Lowe's, so when they come out, they'll really measure and we'll get a more accurate number. But he measured 100 square feet of counters, you guys. So something to think about when you're thinking about buying a big house. I've changed my mind a lot. Now, I love this house, but I think in most cases, especially if you're Troy and my age, we have one little 16-year-old boy living here. Well, he's not little, but he's my baby. We don't really need a house this big. And so if you buy a big house, when you go to do things like put new counters in your kitchen or new floors in, which is what we want to do next, you are really, really putting some money down. So just think about that. If you are buying a house, maybe don't do what I did. If you don't need it, consider how little space you can get along with, not how much. And the other thing with all the space, if you're very unorganized like I am, and you have hoarding tendencies, you can get yourself in quite a mess. I mean, this craft room could have been on TV, you guys. You saw it, I mean, look, it's still all there. And so just be careful with that. Anyway, it's going to be beautiful. I know the kitchen is going to be beautiful. I guess I'm just philosophizing or something. So anyway, I hope you loved seeing my fabric as much as I do. I really loved getting it organized. I encourage you to organize yours if it's not organized. It has really curbed my desire to buy. And when I do see beautiful fabric, I think to myself, you have fabric that beautiful at home that is bought and paid for and ready to be sewn up. And so I also don't encourage anyone to build a stash as big as mine. I think it's unnecessary. And next year I will go through my stash again, piece by piece, and hopefully cull, another 5 or 10% of it. And I plan to do that every year. Oh, Nutmeg. Hi, Nutmeg. Hi, Nutmeg. Meow. There's my girly. She's like, I didn't really want you to touch me. That isn't really what I was going for. Uh-oh, what do you have? Plastic? That's from the new vacuum cleaner. Have you been eating that? Nutmeg. Nutmeg. Let's see. Let's just have a look at this. Let's have a look at this cat. I'm holding this plastic up. She's acting like it's a mouse. Nutmeg, I don't know how you've been saying gray. How does your digestion work? I mean, no, I'm not letting you have that. All right, guys, I'll leave you here with the beautiful Nutmeg, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Oh, one more thing. I know this is getting long. Thank you so much to the constant encouragement that all of you have given me while I clean up this mess. I am lucky enough to have the kindest, most supportive, and understanding subscribers on the face of the earth. It's truly a blessing to know that I have people like you who are willing to hang out with me for a few minutes every week and talk to me and encourage me in my endeavors. Please make sure that you tell me what you're up to so that I can do the same for you. Oh, and another thing. Oh, isn't that thread thing cool? I bought that at a going out of business thing. I think all that thread's rotten though, but it spins. Um, but another thing, I have gotten some very cool advice from people. One gal, and I'm going to have to look up her name, we'll talk about her ideas in another video maybe. She wrote to me a lot, like a lot, a lot, a lot. I think I'm going to print out her post and ponder it because she talked about rearranging the room, and some of it I'm not going to do, but like she thought it would be a good idea to reorient my cutting table, which I might do. And so many kind people and thoughtful responses and giving me your ideas. It's so cute to me. Those of you who are natural organizers, you have wanted to come here and help me. And oh, that would be so much fun. If I had the money, I would fly you here and we would get this room all taken care of in a heartbeat. But thank you guys for hanging out with me today. You have a fantastic day. Nutmeg says goodbye and take care.